This is an overview of PowerPoint Project 7, how to create a self-running presentation that contains animation. And this project has quite a bit of interesting animations. What I suggest is after each one, take a second, pause, and try to make sure it works. For time reasons, I'm not going to necessarily do that, but I encourage you to do that as you work through the project. First thing we'll do is we're going to go to our data files, and we're going to open up a butterfly data project, or project already that is started for us, and we're going to use what they have given us to build on this and make our presentation. Now if you look right off the bat on slide 1, there's a picture of a butterfly that has some background on it, and this is kind of an interesting aspect of this version of PowerPoint, where you can actually remove that background. The way you do this is if you click on the image, which I have selected now, go to Format and hit Remove Background. It's going to put this area here that you can, it'll remove everything in purple. And you have a couple tools up here of background removal where you can mark areas to keep, to remove, and you can take some detailed time and kind of draw in there. You may want to zoom in with your zoom at the bottom to really clean that image up a little bit. This image actually does pretty well. And then when you're done, just click off of it and it removes the background. Now if you see around the edges there are some remnants of the background, so don't be afraid, to take some time and clean that up. One thing also they want you to do in this area, when you click on the picture with your format option still open, your picture tool format, if you hit the crop button, they want you to crop the area around that image so that only the image itself remains. And be careful you don't actually trim the wing or something like that. So I'm using the crop tool, and the crop tool basically you bring it in, everything around what is inside of that will be kept, anything outside of that box will be deleted. So when you click off of it, now my image is basically the area inside the highlighted box, but not, the box is not too big. One other thing I want you to do in this area is with this still open, hit the compress picture, and basically what this does is it compresses the image and makes it smaller so that your file is not as large. Okay, they just mentioned that in the book, so I'll do the same. Alright, now let's get into how to actually do some animation, and they want us to start by moving the butterfly over here in between these other two butterflies, still on slide 1. Make sure I follow this along in the book correctly. Now add animation, we'll do this quite a bit in this project. You're going to use the animations tab, and we'll get very comfortable using that because we use it quite a bit. What they want us to do is click on the fly in animation, and we're going to change the effect of that from the top, let's go top right, I believe. Okay, and that means that you can have it flying from different areas. You can always change those options by going into here. So these are independent. You can pick your animation and then what effect goes along with that. I'm going to bring up the animation pane, and that will show over here what our animation looks like, because you can animate one item multiple times, multiple ways. So the first thing is we had it fly in from the right. We're going to add another animation, and the way we'll do that, if I just come up here and click on another one, it may remove my current animation, so I need to go to add animation. And what I want to do here on the second part is I'm going to add a pulse animation, and the pulse just kind of doesn't flash, it kind of flashes slowly. So I wanted to add the pulse animation. Now notice over here I have two animations. I have the top one, which was the fly, and then I have the second one, which was the pulse. And I'm going to add one more animation, and this one is going to be an exit. I'm going to select the fly out. Is that what they want us to do? Yes, fly out. And I'm going to change the option here to fly out to the top left. Now you might think that happened pretty quickly, and it did. So I will do a quick preview on this one. Flies in, it fades, and it flies out. Now what you can do, and we'll do this on numerous animations for this, is we'll play with the durations. And the way we'll do that is we're going to use our duration up here at the top. So what we need to do is click on the entrance. The entrance is the green, and then we'll come up here and we'll change our options here so that make sure I get these correct. The first one I'm looking on figure 714, right around there is where this is explained in detail. So take some time to look, make sure you get these correct. What we'll do is we'll set our duration and our delay. And the duration they want us to go, I believe, is for 4 seconds. You can either type this or use the arrows. And then also you'll change this to after previous. Alright, and they want a delay of 0.5, which is fine. And then we can do the same for the emphasis, which is the I want that to last for 3 seconds. And that will be set after previous. And then our exit sequence will be set for 6 seconds. And that also is after previous. So now if we preview this, it's much slower, which is more enjoyable, easier to watch and understand. And we'll continue animating this slide in later in the next part of our tutorials.